Hey guys, so this week's video is going to be my empties for the last week and a bit, I suppose. I haven't had my parcel from my friend yet from America, so I have not got a haul to do yet, I'm afraid. However, I have managed to get through a lot of things, so let's just get on into the empties. I have got a bit of a bad throat as well, so if you hear me coughing or like hiccuping on my words, that'll be why. Let's just get on into it. The first one I've got here is Silky Soaps and Scents Peppermint Swizzle Sticks. I had 3 cubes left of this one. I popped this on last night in my living room melter, all 3 cubes, and to my surprise, my partner didn't like this one. He doesn't like peppermint apparently, but I absolutely love it, so I still melt it anyway. This to me, as soon as it started to warm up, I could smell the peppermint. It was such a lovely, wintry but nose opening scent. It was really nice. It actually smelled really girly, which I suppose is the swizzle sticks part, which is the really sweetness of it. Yeah, you can wow. You can still smell it in the clam. I have found, however, though, that with Silky Soaps and Scents, oh, I'm shaking, that the clams, if you smell the clams, they smell like plastic. However, that does not come off in the wax when it's melting. This was about a medium throw, and I did go a bit nose blind to it eventually, so I probably wouldn't repurchase that one. Next one I've got here is Wonderberry So White. So this is the Lush dupe. It is green apple, citrus, rose, bergamot, and neroli. I absolutely love this scent. This is one of my favourites from Lush and in wax. It's just one of those fresh, appley scents that really wakes you up in the morning. I also put this on when I'm cleaning. I split this scent shot in half, put one half in my kitchen and one half in my living room one morning that I was off and while I was cleaning, and it threw like a beast. I absolutely love Wonderberry. I don't think I have any more So White though, which is a bit upsetting. Next one I have is Tiffany Candles Cucumber Melon. Sorry, I just jogged you there. Oh god, my hands are all over the place. Oh my god. See? It is a bad day. Anyway, this is Cucumber Melon type, which I think is a Bath and Body Works, but obviously being here in the UK, we don't get these sort of things. This is Honeydew, Cucumber Melon, Cassava Blossom and Musk. Now, I'll be quite honest, I love Tiffany's, and I don't know whether it's because this is an old scent shot, but I didn't get a strong throw from this one. I popped it in my living room and my kitchen melter, and yeah, you do get the honeydew and the cucumber, but that's about it. It is a light, sweet honeydew cucumber, and that's all I got. It was a bit upsetting, but as I said, I think it's because this was old. I absolutely love Tiffany candles, so I don't think it was the vendor. I think it was because it was an old scent shop. One that I finished off yesterday, which was also Tiffany's, was my loaf, and this is in tinsel, icicles, pink marshmallow, Noel overpour. I always forget the Noel is in there. This to me, when I first bought it, I couldn't smell a thing, and that was after about 3 months of cure time. I couldn't smell a thing, so I left it about a year. And then this winter when we moved in, I popped this one on, and you really do get all of these things. To me, it is the tinsel with the pink sugar Noel. I don't necessarily get icicles or the marshmallow, but it was sort of a minty, sweet, nose opening, nose clearing scent. I used to put this on at night mostly, and I'm glad it lasted me as long as it did, but I probably wouldn't repurchase it. Especially I wouldn't repurchase her loaves, just purely because it took so long for me to have to wait for them to cure and then I could use them. I am also back on my Monster, which is really bad, but I needed it today. The next one I have finished is Bathing Garden Lemon Curd and Rose Milk. I only had 4 cubes left of this, so I melted it twice. This is literally lemon curd, rose petals and milk. I had to melt this when my partner wasn't at home, just purely because I knew he would not like this one. To me, this is a sweet rose scent with the cleaner sort of lemon as well. It's a very girly scent. It's a very strong thrower as well. You can smell it in the clam as well, actually. It reminds me a little bit of Turkish Delight, purely because that's lemon and rose normally. Don't know if anyone's ever said that, but I absolutely loved this one. So yeah, I melted this when he wasn't around, both in my kitchen and my living room melters. Absolutely loved it. That was a really, really strong throw, that one. This next one is an unknown vendor. I have no idea who it is, but I got this as a sample from a D-stash in the scent Crumble Dew. I think, to me, it smelled like Mountain Dew. I don't know if that's just because of the name, but it was a really sweet, sugary scent that was almost lime-like as well. So I popped this one on my kitchen melter one evening before we went to bed, just to try and use it, I suppose. I didn't know whether I'd really particularly want it on in the day. But when I came down in the morning, the whole room and even creeping into the living room still smelt of this scent. So it was a really good throw. I just really wish I knew who it was from. Some more Tiffany candles I managed to get through. So these are the stars that she makes in Rosemary Mint and Mac Apple. I only had one star left and I decided to pop this on Sunday recently when I had a headache. Both of these scents help me when I have a headache. Rosemary Mint always works, and Mac Apple's a 50-50 with me, and I mainly like Mac Apple shaving cream for my headaches, but this seemed to work. As I said, I only had a star left, so I cut the star in half, put some in my bedroom and some in the living room, the two places I knew I'd be if I did have my headache. It was a gorgeous scent. My partner even said he liked this one. I always love anything with Tiffany candles, Rosemary Mint in it, and her Rosemary Mint is a very strong thrower. Another one I've recently finished is the Bamboo and Hawaiian Hibiscus from Rose Girls. I'm going to be completely honest with this one. I just threw this in my bedroom and in my kitchen melters just to get rid of it, because to me this really had no scent. It was a fresh scent, but it was very, very light. It was an extremely, extremely light throw, which is very upsetting for Rose Girls because that normally works. So next one is Wilkinson's Pink Posies. So Wilkinson's is a company we have here in the UK. They have their own range of wax melts, which is what this one is. I actually got the picture upside down, but hey. And this to me is just a fruity floral. It doesn't actually have a scent description, as it were, but it was a really, really sweet floral. I popped 2 hearts in my living room melter one day, and then I popped the other 2 hearts in my bedroom melter the other day. It does not last 55 hours, I'm sorry, but maybe that's just because I really like a strong throw. This was really sweet, really floral, really girly, something that my partner would hate if he was around, so I'm glad I did it when he wasn't around. I wouldn't repurchase, and I'm just going to use up what I've got. And I did another one of theirs as well, and I can't even remember this scent, so that shows you how good this one was. This is Orchid Delight, another floral. I don't know what I was doing with this one because I can't even remember it. No, even the scent, like just smelling the clam, I can't remember this one, so that one was obviously a dud. I think I've got one more clam of theirs to try, which I'll probably melt within the next week, and then I'm just not repurchasing those again. I've got Tiffany candles with an unreadable name. It's a Rosemary Mint from a Rosemary Mint sampler, but I have no idea what one that was, so sorry about that. This next one is Charm and Ruin. I actually have the scent notes for this, so hang on. Hear me a load of noise now, getting to my wax. There we go. So, Charm and Ruin is lush vanilla citrus, swirled with fruity pomegranate base. This was actually really nice. We had this on one weekend last weekend I think it was, and we just popped this on in the morning after we went out shopping. This filled the living room. This tiny little pumpkin from her Halloween sampler filled the living room. It was gorgeous. You really did get the citrus and the pomegranate together. It was very fruity. Not exactly what I'd call Halloween, but it was perfect for this time of year. And I'd probably give this a medium to high throw. It was really nice. I do have a lot of her Halloween sampler left, so I probably will start melting through that now. It's meant to be spring, but it is freezing cold outside and we have snow. So I probably will carry on with my mint and my sort of fruity bakery just to make me feel a bit better. This next one I put on in my kitchen. I tend to put things in my kitchen if I'm not completely sure if I'm going to like them or not. This is Wonderberry Goody Gumdrops. So I put this on in my kitchen. I knew I'm probably not going to like this one. It'll probably be switched off and wait to cool down and thrown out. I was completely right. This was way too sweet, way too spicy. I don't know what a Goody Gumdrop is. Obviously it's something we don't have here in the UK. But I did not like this. This made me feel really sick. It was too sweet, so I just didn't like it. It was probably about a medium throw, but I just did not like it. Which is a shame because I'm normally hyped up Wonderberry. This next one I loved and I'm so sad it's gone. This is Pink Peppermint and So White Lush Type. I could probably recreate this if I bought mini melters. I have So White already. I just don't have pink sugar or peppermint, but this was amazing. My boyfriend loved this as well, which is why the whole bag is already gone. It was nose opening, it was fruity, it was fresh. It was basically everything I like in a scent, which is probably why the whole thing has gone already. I would put this at a high to extremely high throw, and I actually melted this in pretty much every room I have a melter in. So that just shows you how much I love this one. If anyone is destashing this in the UK or even in America, if you're destashing this, I will take it from your hands because I absolutely loved it. Next one I've got is Haunted Hayride. So this is from the Bathing Garden. This is one of the ones I absolutely loved. Also from our Halloween sampler. Haunted Hayride is Granny Smith apples, caramel, cinnamon, pumpkin and hints of hay. I love this because it is so different. You mainly get the hay, the cinnamon and the granny apples. For me anyway, that's what I get. I don't really like cinnamon scents, but because I melted this while it was still cold, very autumnal, not exactly winter. I mean, we're getting our winter in February and March now. I absolutely really loved this. I think the first time I melted it, I hated it. So I'm glad I waited so long to melt it. It's a very strange and unique scent, but it is a medium to high throw, and definitely one if you like unique scents to try out next time it's around anyway. Another one I have just literally popped it in the kitchen after my last video just to melt through the half, and I'm so glad I popped it in the kitchen. This is a very manly scent. I remember saying this in my first review of this one, but this is basically a log fire with aftershave, to me anyway. I don't get any cocoa, I don't get any chocolate. Absolutely hate this scent. Don't think this lasted very long. I think I popped this on before my partner came home. He didn't like it, so we switched it off. Don't like this one at all. I think I got that from my Waxbox ages ago when I was originally on Waxbox. Next one is from Kitty's Confections, which I actually liked this company. Don't give me any hate. I didn't buy from her, just bought from D-Stashes, and her actual scents were lovely. This was Kiss Me Underneath the Mistletoe, which is sugar plums, cranberries and whipped cream. I don't like sugar plum in anything. I don't like plum scents at all. But this actually mixed really well with the cranberries. The whipped cream sort of smoothed it out a bit. It just smelt really fruity. This filled the air quite well as well. It has almost a manly undertone as well to it, which I think is why originally I didn't like it. And I thought, no, I'll give it a go again, pop this on in my kitchen after the last video, and I really loved it. So I'm sad to see this one go, but I'm pretty sure I could recreate that from mini melters or things like that. And the only candles I managed to finish this month were the Sweet Strawberries Yankee Candle Tea Lights. I only had 4 of these left. One of these melts out for me in about an hour and a half and then it dies. So, and you get no scent from them. It is just literally a tea light, which I don't mind. I have some nice burners that they look nice in, and I'm glad they don't scent because my partner hates strawberry, but I would not repurchase Yankee Candle ones again unless they came in a D-stash with other things I wanted. So, sorry for my lack of breath, guys. I mean, that was a 15-minute video, which is very strange for me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're loving the fact that I'm back again. I'm loving the fact that I'm back again and I'm melting wax. I also have a friend that lives down the road that's also melting wax now, so I have a wax buddy. Hopefully you'll see a lot more like swaps and sort of purchases from me in the near future. Until then, I'll see you soon, guys. Bye. Thanks for watching.